I'm here in Inverness with Tony Hay, ready for the latest instalment in Britain's Best Rides in association with Boardman Bikes and Halfords. Tomorrow we're heading up to the Applecross Peninsula and I'm going to take on Bealach. It's one of the most iconic climbs in Britain. Absolutely stunning, very hard. I think it's going to hurt, but I'm looking forward to it. So Tony, why is the ride that we're going to be doing tomorrow one of the best in Britain?
First of all, it's the highest climb in Britain. It's 6 miles climb. First 2 miles is nice, easy, gentle into it. The next 4, that's a leg burner.
It looks almost alpine. It looks the closest we've got to a Tour de France climb. Is that right?
Definitely, because as you're coming up, it's a winding hill, but when you come to about 2 miles from the top, it's a switchback start. And you think that's going to be difficult, but they come as a relief. The scenery from the top on a clear day is magnificent. You're looking over to the eye of the sky, and really you're just psyching yourself up for the descent. And your hands are on your brakes all the time because it's so steep, but it's enjoyable. There's long straights, you can just go for it.
Once you get to the bottom of the Bealach, the climbing doesn't stop, does it?
It doesn't. You come down into Applecross and you're looking at half a mile and you're straight into the next climb, and that climb does hurt because you've just done the hill and you've sort of recovered from the descent, but the lactic just kicks into your legs as soon as you hit that first one.
And then we've got the coast road. You tell me that's also quite challenging.
I think the coast road is the hardest because there's so many climbs. It's like 30 climbs are over and they just come one after the other, one after the other.
Is it the kind of ride where I'm going to have to take plenty of spare tubes, clothing,
Definitely.
food?
Definitely. You've got to have them with you, but you've really got to take some sort of rain protection. The winds, the crosswinds are something you've really got to watch for. Very changeable, you can be riding up into clouds. All depends on the day, but great, magic ride.
Well, it's a ride that I've been looking forward to ever since I've been on Cycling Plus, so I hope it really is one of Britain's best.
So do I.
It's a blustery morning here on the shores of Loch Torridon. I'm about to head out on Tony's ride, 45 miles around the Applecross Peninsula. Looking forward to the climb of Bealach. That's about 6 miles long, 25% in places. It's going to hurt, of course, but the rewards will be lovely views and, Tony assured me, a really, really gorgeous descent. So let's go and ride it.
Wow, just wow. As you can see, the scenery behind me is spectacular. The last few miles have been unbelievably beautiful. I'm pretty sure our editor is going to put in a montage just to show how gorgeous this ride has been. I'm some way up Bealach, and I'm really sorry, Scottish pronunciation fans, for the way I've just said that. This climb is something else. It's not been too hard so far. I'm pretty sure it's going to get worse, but it is absolutely brilliant. As you can probably see from my wind jacket, the wind here is pretty strong. Admittedly, it's October when we're shooting, but I'm pretty sure this area is quite extreme whenever. Make sure you've got a rain jacket, a windproof, probably some arm warmers stashed on you, whatever time of year you're riding, because I reckon it can get a bit weary up here. Reached the top of Bealach Navarre. This is the viewpoint. There's no view. It's very foggy. It's very misty. It's windy. We have to get the boom mic in so you can hear me. I doubt we're going to use this. I've got to descend in this. What is this? Scotch mist? I've taken a very minor diversion off of the route to pop down into Applecross for lunch. The fish and chips in the Applecross Inn come highly recommended. Before that, lovely descent from the top of the Bealach. It was swooping, curves, hairpins, the lot. Really good fun. The top of Bealach was a bit of a disappointment today though. It was incredibly foggy up there and we could see nothing. Still, I'd imagine on a good day, it would be stunning. After this, the coast road. That's pretty lumpy, but I'm still looking forward to it. Oh, hi. Well, I've made it back to the hotel. That's Tai and Elan in Shildake, which is where we started from this morning. And I've got to say, it was an absolutely brilliant ride today. Truly one of Britain's best. It was a ride that just kept on giving. Every corner I went round, I was rewarded with an unbelievable view. The countryside around here is incredible. The highlight was definitely the climb up Birlac. It got harder towards the top. It was incredibly windy today, and I think the weather can turn quite quickly around here, whatever the season. After Applecross, it was very up and down all the way back to Shildake. Really quite testing, to be honest, after the big climb. So it's a really tough ride. Just 45 miles, but it is pretty hard. But it's absolutely beautiful. And I've finished now, so I think I can reward myself. I'm in Scotland. Probably time for a single malt.
What is the monument of the Horseshoe Pass? Well, it's been quite a tough and windy day so far, and you might think that you've done the hardest climb of the day in the Horseshoe Pass. If you've had enough, you can stop at the Ponderosa Cafe at the summit and take some refreshment, or of course you can carry on straight over, cut off the corner, and be back at your starting place in 15 minutes. If you've still got more in the tank though, and you want to see it all the way through, the hardest climb of the day, I think, is yet to come, World's End. Before that though, you have to tackle the deceptively steep descent of the old Horseshoe Pass. No sooner have we tackled the challenging